Hello, you two. Oh, that was my knee. I did this. Do you remember I did that audition for that massive American advert that in the end never got made?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I had a Zoom meeting with the director and the producer and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I remember.
And
now.
I came on. Mind the microphone, darling. I came on. Or rather, the director came on just as I had knocked my tea all over the computer, all over the paperwork, all over the playing cards I was supposed to use. And what an absolute nightmare that was. And so I walk on here and I thump my knee on the table. There we go. That's good, isn't it?
Okay, yeah.
Welcome to Scene Break.
Yo.
Yo. They're not quite twins. There we go again. So the idea... Oh, you yawning then, darling? The idea is we, the Deans, are going to break down our scripts and some scenes over a period of time.
Yeah.
This, by the way, for anyone watching, this is Nikki, this is Nora, I'm Matt, this is Karen. Yes, so the idea is to break down our scripts and our script concepts in order that we get these stories aired out to the general populace, to the world, or whatever. And in doing so, those stories, notions, scripts, whatever you want to call them, become copyright as well, because, it's a dangerous world out there.
The old IP, yeah.
The old IP, and don't have to lick the microphone, darling, no. And later on down the line, in other episodes, what we will take some of our scripts and we will do some scenes, read some scenes and break the scenes down.
Yeah, particularly the ones that we've got some issues with and some things that sometimes don't feel solvable or character's not quite right or something like that.
Yeah, so, work on them.
Sometimes it's just good to say these things out loud, isn't it? And then you kind of go, click, boom.
You've really got to, because doing an audition, you're doing it on your own, doing it in silence. Or if you go somewhere, if you go to a casting somewhere, and they say, go and learn this, and then you go into the toilets and you try to... And you can't... You've got to say these things out loud. You've got to hear what they sound like coming out of your mouth, and played back, hopefully, on this machine, we'll go, that makes sense.
So should we start with our short list, shall we? Because the long list is around about 20-odd stories, isn't it?
Yeah.
And what we've done is we've pulled it down into a short list, and basically this short list is about how far we are along with them. So these are the 10 that we've got the furthest with.
Yes.
They are more than ideas on a page. They've actually got some structure to them, some scripts, some treatments, and blah 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 around.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
Dare I say, some interest from some parties to actually turn into something. But more about that when we get to that particular.
Yeah, we
episode.
are in talks with someone, but that's
early days.
Let's not empty your gun all in one go.
No.
So the working titles, as it were.
Yeah.
So we've got 10 of them. So if I just list them, first one, I Saw a Mouse. Second one, Howard and Fraser. Although I decided that might just be called Jack Fraser. I've got to decide on that.
Yeah. So that's more of a serial, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Marsha Brown.
Yeah, that's a kind of a one-off.
The Office Administrator, which it's a fabulous idea you came up with.
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
For those who... Crime scene coordinators are what
I think
lots
it's what
of
they're
people,
actually called, isn't it?
What they're actually called, but we'd be calling ours the Office Administrator. And I know these are working titles, but I think that's a fabulous title.
Okay.
And I wouldn't really want to lose it, but that's for down the line.
Yeah.
Dickens, which
is definitely a working title.
Definitely a working title.
Given the very famous name we've used there, but
yeah,
it says what it does what it says on the tin. I nearly said it the wrong way around, didn't I?
As
I nearly
usual.
said
Mrs. Malaprop.
Yeah. Okay.
Then we've got this. This is where I'm getting confused. Mrs. Pat.
Yeah.
The Lady Detectives, because I know Mrs. Pat as something else.
Yes.
But you've decided to put that together with that.
Yep.
Then the Piccadilly. Then this one, a story about Leon Trulin. I'm going to call it Trulin. It'll have a Trulin blah blah blah. But then we've got two more stories, but in documentary form. So the documentary around the Piccadilly as a working theatre.
Yep.
Again, we'll come back to these. And finally, for this list, we've got Women in Crime.
Yeah.
Which is... Sorry, go on.
Which accompanies the Mrs. Pat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lady Detectives.
Yeah. And it's not about your usual suspects. It's not about your Myra Hindleys and all of those that have had so much written about and they really don't need anything else.
Yeah.
So this is a sort of a series, a documentary series that's broken down into 6 parts, I think I've got it. And but it's not just crime, it's the private investigators, it's the prison officers, it's the coroners, it's that and the other, and each one has an episode of how they got there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, well, let's go. So these two in particular that we're starting with.
Yes. Start with the oddest first.
Start with the oddest first. So I spoke to a young film company. We'll tell you more later down the line. But when I was asked about them, I said, okay, so we've got the Howard and Fraser murder mystery thriller kind of series, whatever you call it these days.
Like everything with a twist.
It's got to have a twist. It's got to have these things. Have got to have originality. So I explained that is the most straightforward of the two that was talking about, and even that isn't really straightforward. No. And I Saw a Mouse, which is really, how did I explain it? The Avengers, as in Steed and Emma Peel Avengers. The Avengers meets Fawlty Towers. No, it's
rude.
Go on, explain a bit more.
It's an interesting one, isn't it? Because I Saw a Mouse is the genesis. So this is where what we're sitting here and doing is where it all started.
Yeah.
And if you remember, it was as a result of us sitting in our little terraced house and living next door to a very, very strange lady who was odd to say the least. And we kind of, and to one of our coping mechanisms was to plan various scenarios for her, and then that ended up as a script, so it's quite surreal, isn't it? So it's a bit of it's a crime family, I would say, from a part of Europe that we don't usually associate with that, or it's not in the televisual world. And she, the one of the main characters, is a rogue member of this family who's set up somewhere in the UK in a massive house that she's won through various card games, or cheating at card games, should we say. But she has to rent some of the apartments out because she can't pay, she needs money to live on and all that kind of thing, but she doesn't like it.
No. So
she tries to get rid of each person in different ways, and she's sociopathic is to put it mildly, I think. So our hero in episode 1, so each episode has a different hero and heroine in it, and it's about how they interact with this person and how they come off and how she's playing the field. So I would say it's sort of kind of the surreality, a little bit of the Killing Eve, maybe. There's an element of that to it. But definitely sort of murder, crime, family type stuff.
What's been proven to me over the decades, because I'm an old man now and I've been watching old stuff. I mean, I hark back to the 1930s stuff I like to watch and listen to, and then the 1950s and 60s, the Lust Garden mysteries and The Saint. Before the TV version, the movie version, when it was a B movie. I love all that kind of stuff. And they were really quite odd and surreal. And then it got very realistic and nitty gritty. And now the pendulum swung back the other way. And you can have Madame whatever it is, the French one that's filmed in Malta.
Oh, Madame Blanc.
Madame Blanc.
Yeah.
Utter nonsense. These people are having a ball. Then you've got things like Silent Witness, which, again, what's serious about science? It's utter nonsense. You know, you're not going to get a local coroner getting involved with murderers and stuff. So it's the expression, you suspend your belief, or suspend your disbelief, really, for some time while you watch it. So it gives everyone the ability to say, well, I'm going to tell a story. I'm just going to write this story. Do you like it? Please do. And apparently we've got a company who like it. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I suppose it's cat and mouse, isn't it, on a grand scale? And I think that I mean, we'll move on to the other titles in the list in a minute, because there's be a whole episode on this, won't there? But it's the one that we've been most embarrassed about. I think it's the one we've kind of gone, oh, nobody's going to get that. And then when somebody else has read it, which is always a good thing to do, get someone else who either you know or you don't know to read it and listen to what their take of it is, because they came back and were just like, oh my god, this is
fabulous. Yeah.
And we were like, really? Because it is out there.
Yeah.
But here we are.
The big thing that came back with it, which I think is how you can get away with any story, the big thing he came back with was the characters are amazing. So everything has to be about the characters in your story, no matter what you're doing. It has to be, because otherwise you've got no story. Anyway.
So, if we move on down the list, so the next one on our list.